Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining today's office hours, action-packed, leverage automated actions on add-ons and rates, and include in housekeeping screens. Christopher Devlin will be leading the presentation today. He is the manager of Learning Management Solutions, and I'm your host, Erin Fisher, the manager of Special Projects. In this webinar, or in the office hours today, we'll go over automated actions, action automation for add-ons, as well as rate codes, and how to include actions for housekeeping and housekeeping screens. We'll have a live Q&A at the end of the presentation, so feel free to submit your questions throughout the office hours, and we'll answer them in the order they're received at the end. And now I will pass it over to Chris.
Thanks, Erin. I'll go ahead and start sharing my screen, and we will get kicked off. Okay. So today we're going to be looking obviously at our actions and our automations of actions. The first thing we want to do is just quickly touch base on what they are. There's been some changes to actions recently too, so we'll take a quick look through that. So if you're not sure what actions are, they're basically the to-do list. They're things that need to get done, which critically need to be done on a certain date and a certain time. And you need to know that it's been done. So this is things like perhaps guest requests. It could be things for rollaway beds prior to arrival, those types of things. We're going to look through some examples in the system as we go through it today. I'm going to actually jump into a stay card right now just to kind of draw your attention to what we're talking about. So this is one way of seeing an action on the bottom left hand of the stay card for this guest. I can see that this is a VIP white glove action for housekeeping or maintenance. It's due today at 2 p.m. And also the color is indicating that it is due today. So there's some colors that you'll see in the backgrounds of the actions just to tell you if it's complete, if it's due, or if it's overdue. And this one is just due for today at 2 p.m. We can also see this if we go to our main menu. Under the Actions option, we'll have Actions Manager. And this is a way to view all of the actions that are in the system for guests and for groups for today or any other day. You'll notice on the top here, we have this Due On area. So you can start reviewing actions for future days if that's something you want to do operationally. Here on the left-hand side, you can see what we have for today. This is for the whole hotel. It's including things that are due, things that are already done, and things that are overdue. The colors on the left-hand side are those indicators. This one with the red X is our overdue one. So this one still needs to be done. This one is not yet done, but it's not overdue. So it's pending to be done today for the no pillows and the VIP white glove. And then these two at the bottom, remove extra bed and call duty manager. These are complete. We can see that with the nice green checkbox there. If you are using actions on your group headers, you can also have groups actions. And I just put a little example in there today for our Grand Stays summer meeting. Apparently they have a 2 p.m. bus arrival for today. So if groups are a large part of your guest base, then maybe that's something that's useful to be using too. I'll toggle back over to guests. You can search for actions here, obviously. Most importantly, though, you can really drill down to your own department. So if you work in housekeeping, for example, you probably only really care about the housekeeping ones. So you can filter that here and just see on screen what's relevant for you. And also you can look for perhaps just ones that are not yet assigned or ones that are completed and so on. Also different reservation statuses and so on. And then you can sort by things like name and room number. If you have a long list, obviously that might be more important. Here we can print this list out if you want to have it on paper. Maybe you're taking it around the floors with you through the day. And then on the right-hand side up here, we have Add New. If I want to add an action from the Actions Manager, I can do that here. Before I do that, though, notice there are some pre-configured actions. So this is basically a step before clicking on Add New. It does the same thing, but here the new action will be one of these pre-configured ones. So it could be something like Call Duty Manager on arrival. Or I can just go ahead and click on Add New and start from scratch, basically with a brand new one. So if it's not a pre-configured one, maybe I'll go up to Add New and I'm going to choose that room we were just looking at, actually. So we'll choose Victor. And I'm going to say for housekeeping, please add 5 extra hangers per guest, something like that. If it were something that really required an image or so on, or a file to be attached, I could do that here. Perhaps it's for maintenance to fix something, maybe replace a lamp that's broken or so on. That would need to have a picture. Obviously, we can do that here. I'll go ahead and post that action now. And just like that, we'll have it on the left-hand side of our list. As we select actions on the left, you'll see that the screen on the right updates to show what the action content is, when it's due, who created it, to which department it's been assigned, the date that that has to happen and the time that it has to happen. At the very bottom, if you have permissions to do so, you can edit the actions here, or you can mark it complete. If you were the one who's actually done this, maybe we've taken the pillows out and we can mark it complete. And again, permissions driven, you can delete from here. If it's helpful, you can click here to go direct to the stay card. And once the action is complete, so if I were a housekeeper, if I'd removed the pillows, I can go ahead and mark that complete. You'll see that I completed it and then the date and time that it was completed at. And again, over here, you'll see the indicator change too to our nice green checkbox. To set the pre-configured actions that you have on the right here, if you have some that you already are thinking of might be useful for you, these are configured very easily under the back end of the system. Under settings, you go into settings, and then under reservations and actions on the right-hand side here. So these are the ones that I pre-configured already, the list that you just saw. If I wanted to add a new one, I can go ahead and click into here and just put in the text. I'm going to come up with a new one that will actually end up associating with an add-on, let's say. So I'm going to do 2 bottles of complimentary water in room, something like that. And we'll say that that is going to be done by, let's say, housekeeping during the room preparation. It will be due on, by default, guessing the arrival date for this one, but notice that there are other options: departure date, today, stay over, all days. I'm going to choose arrival date for this one. The due time, not always important. If it is just something to be done prior to arrival, I recommend setting that to your arrival time, your standard arrival time, because that really is kind of when it's due. So I'm going to choose 3 p.m. for this one. And again, the department we've selected here is for housekeeping and maintenance. Now you'll notice here that there's a trigger type and it says add-on and rate, and that's pretty much what we're going to be looking at for today. So I'm going to save this without selecting that currently. And then we're going to take a look at how we can use that in just a moment. So I'll save that as it is. So now we're going to actually open up a quick poll for everyone for about 30 seconds just to get some feedback on your use of actions currently before we dive into the automation. So Erin, if you're able to pull up poll 1 for us.
Yeah.
While you're
Doesn't look
doing that, I'll
like
get set up
there
for the
are
next one.
any polls set up
Oh,
that
it's not
should.
showing for you? No worries. It's maybe just not showing. That's fine. We'll move on to the next topic, which is our add-on automation. So we just created an action for 2 bottles of water on arrival. I'm going to go ahead and create a new add-on that we can kind of link to this. Generally, these might be done in advance. You might already have a lot of add-ons in place, like I have in my system here. Things like mirror, parking nightly, pet fees, Prosecco on arrival. That sounds nice. Lots of nice options there. This is the 2 bottles of water on arrival. So for this, I'm just going to click on to add new. 2 bottles of water on. Now, the thing with add-ons is obviously you can associate costs with them. It can be something that maybe the guest is charged. It could be complimentary, depending on what makes sense. I'm actually going to leave those blank and we'll do room revenue. And I'm just filling in some stuff here to kind of get through it real quick. And we'll say room. So I've created an add-on for 2 bottles of water on arrival. That's something we can basically associate with a rate code if we wanted to, or just kind of sell on the fly or give to VIPs and so on. But now that that's there, if we go back under reservations and actions into my 2 bottles of complimentary water in room, I can go down here to my trigger type and we're going to choose add-ons. And you'll see now we have this list of select add-ons, and it gives us all, so we can have multiple add-ons in there. And if I go ahead and start searching for water, there's the add-on we just created. And by linking that together, we'll now see that whenever we add that add-on to a reservation, we should see the action happen automatically. So I'm going to pick on this reservation here for Priya. Go into my add-ons and let me just see where we put this in. There we go. Put it in that. I'll add it here. And then we'll go back into that reservation. There we go. 2 bottles of complimentary water in room. So that's populated automatically just by virtue, excuse me, of having the add-on in place here. So that's one example. There's a lot of other things that could potentially be helpful for. So we'll leave that up to your imagination as to how you could use that. So similar with the add-ons, we also have the ability to do that with the rate codes. Now, you might be thinking, does it make sense if you have a package to add the automated action to the rate code versus the add-on if the add-on is part of the rate? It can be whichever way really makes sense for your operations. Some rate codes, for example, won't have any add-ons, so you'd want to add that directly to the rate, and that's why we have the flexibility of doing both, basically. So for rates, we're going to use a second example here. I'm going to go and show a rate that we have built for this particular property. And it's a casino VIP rate. So this is a rate that's only given to VIPs in our imaginary casino that's linked with this particular hotel. So I'm going to stay in the back end of the system. And we're going to go under reservation and actions. And I'm going to add a new action, casino host to review billing departure. So given that this is something that I want them to do on departure, I'm going to choose departure date. The department here generally would be casino. I don't have that built, so I'm going to choose front office in this case. And then the due time, probably something earlier. It would be due by the time of checkout, I would guess. So we'll go ahead and say 11:45 in this case. And then here we're going to choose rate as our trigger type, as you might have imagined. And then we'll choose casino there. Notice you can choose obviously multiple rates too. So you have that same option to have one action associated with uh, multiple different rates or multiple different add-ons all at the same time. So now that that's associated with that rate code, as you might imagine, if I go ahead and make a reservation. Oh, actually, I need to put the casino in, but that's going to be associated automatically. And I can show you that again with another one with a pet fee rate that we have. So I'm going to choose James here. I'll book him in the pet room rate instead. And when we refresh, now we have those two pet room actions that we pre-configured. One for arrival, add pet bowl and toys, and then one for departure for deep clean. Now, this type of thing can also be done, as a housekeeping work type, if that makes sense to do so. And attach that to the rate. But given this is an add-on or a rate, it can be useful in both ways. So sometimes the rate could be something like a pet fee rate, special pet promotion rate, where you'd have it on the rate. Maybe sometimes it's an add-on to your best available rate, for example, in which case you would want it on the add-on level. And you can do both if needed. So we're now going to take a quick peek at how we can have a look at these actions on our housekeeping screens. So what this will eventually look like for us, if I go under housekeeping and room status, you'll see that some of the rooms have this little action icon associated with it on the right-hand side, 105 being an example. So if I click into 105, this room is vacant. But if I go under the work tab where you'll see basically, what's normally expected for a housekeeper to do that day, here we're seeing our actions in this area too. So those adding the extra hangers and the VIP white glove for this particular guest, these are not done just yet, these actions. But you can see that there is something for housekeeping to do for this room based on it being on this list here. And it'll print out and show that icon on there too if you're printing this out. And again, if you're using it on a device in your hand, it's nice just to click over there. You can click into the actions and so on and take a look from there directly. If you want to set this up so you can see that in the housekeeping screens, you'll do this in the back end of the system, this time under rooms directly and under the housekeeping option. And towards the bottom of the screen, you'll see this housekeeping actions drop down. This is where you can choose which department or departments you would like to have their actions included on the housekeeping screens. So given that we've only chosen housekeeping and maintenance right now, if I go back over to that list, we can see 105 has something indicated here. Now, if the action were not housekeeping or maintenance related, if it was a front office action, it just simply wouldn't show. I'm going to take a look if I can find an example here. This is 401. I don't see anything listed here in terms of actions. Let's see. But if I go into 401, and add an action for front office, nothing shows. Because again, that's not a housekeeping action, so it's not showing on this list. So you can be really granular as in terms of what it is that you would like to actually see on the screen, which departments versus others. Okay. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to add. I do want to point out with the adding of the actions, you might notice that there is the option here to upload files. If you're doing that, this can be really useful again if you're using it on your device because you can add up to 12 files. It could be images, it could be documents, or so on. And these can be previewed from the PMS directly. It can be previewed from your mobile device too. So lots of different ways to see those. And if you're using a mobile device, you can add images from your camera or your gallery, and then pretty much the same from the PC. You can do that from your camera or from files locally stored there. So I think that's pretty much everything that we had to cover. It's a nice short one today. So I want to just open it up for any questions that we might have.
Yep. So the first question is, how do I get the option to add photos to actions?
Oh, the one we were just talking about. That's funny. That is actually dependent upon having the cloud drive configured, so a cloud drive at your property. And if that's something that you'd like to do, you can take a look in our fresh desk or reach out to our support, and we can help you get that set up. Basically, you'll have local storage that you manage, and that will be linked to those files. So when you upload it to this PMS, it's being stored locally somewhere on one of your servers. That just needs to be enabled along with the option to add notes and files to the guest card. So if you've got that enabled, that will happen automatically for actions too.
Okay, thank you. It doesn't look like there are any other questions right now, so I can, oh, looks like one just came in. Jolyn asked, for housekeeper actions, how does it look on their phones?
Yeah, so if you're looking at housekeeper actions on the phones, I'll do this kind of small form factor real quick just to get us down to the right kind of view. Under housekeeping room status, I believe we had one in there. Yeah, 105. So this is kind of mirroring the view that a housekeeper might have. This room hasn't been assigned to a housekeeper, but obviously it would just be on their housekeeping list. So when you click in here, generally as a housekeeper, you're brought to this screen to see who's in there, and then you can go to the second screen here. And this is where you're going to see those listed out there. So you've got the actual content of the housekeeping actions listed here. And then of course they can change things up there too.
Awesome, thank you.
Hmm.
I don't see any other questions right now, but I'll give everyone a couple moments to enter any.
Perfect.
All right, since it looks like nothing's coming through, I can switch back to my screen if you'd like.
Perfect. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so just a recap of everything we covered today. We reviewed automated actions, action automation for add-ons and rate codes, and how to include actions for housekeeping in the housekeeping screens. We will be sending a recording of the office hours today at some point over the next couple days. But next month's office hours will be on August 6th at 12 noon EST. And that will be on managing multiple rate codes on groups and reservations. Thank you all for joining. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our office hours email when we send that later. Thank you so much.